What's up guys, Kool-Aid here, and today we are going to be doing our 5th installment of our 5-part suit slot series for the Infiltrator, and today we are going to be covering the Advanced Shield Capacitor. Now I think this is the one you guys are probably most interested in hearing about. It's the one that's been most recently buffed. It's the one that might make you switch away from nanoweave armor, and I'll tell you reasons why you might want to do that in just a second. So for those of you who do not know, once any amount of your shield is drained, it takes 10 seconds for your shield, 10 seconds without taking any damage, for your shield to actually start regenerating. Now, Advanced Shield Capacitor is going to lower that time. For 1 cert, it's going to lower it by 0.8 seconds. For 10 more certs, it's going to lower it by 1.6 seconds. For 30 more certs, it's going to lower it by 2.4. For 100 more certs, by 3.2, and then for the final tier it's going to cost 200 certs. It's going to lower a total of 4 seconds. So down to 6 seconds you have to go without taking damage for your shield to start regenerating. So as you can see, it's actually the cheapest suit slot to max out. It's only going to cost you a total of 341 certs to completely max this out, and that is definitely not because it is inferior to other suit slots. In fact, I'll tell you guys right off the bat, this is probably my favorite suit slot personally for the Infiltrator. Now that still does not mean I would recommend it to everybody. It comes with a certain type of playstyle where this becomes really good. Now, what is that playstyle? Well, first of all, if you are a sniping Infiltrator, Advanced Shield Capacitor has very, very little use to you. Actually, I should clarify that just a little bit. If you are a long-range sniper, then Advanced Shield Capacitor is really going to have no use to you. If you are a short-range, up-in-your-face type sniper, like the quick scope and all that sort of thing, like to use the maybe semi-auto sniper rifles or the low optic bolt actions, then you might still get some use out of Advanced Shield Capacitor, but it's probably not going to be as good as some of the other options you're going to have. So obviously when we're talking about Advanced Shield Capacitor, we're going to kind of limit it to more close quarters style Infiltrator, whether you're using an SMG, a scout rifle, or even semi-auto. Semi-auto snipers or the low zoom bolt actions. Even in those close quarter situations, nanoweave is going to be the better option for probably most Infiltrators out there. If you remember in my nanoweave video, we actually talked about how good of synergy it has with nano armor cloaking. So if you are using nano armor cloaking, chances are you probably want to go with nanoweave over Advanced Shield Capacitor. Also, if you find yourself moving more slowly, even if you're behind enemy lines, if you find yourself moving more slowly, being able to pick your battles exactly how you want, which you should in a lot of circumstances as an Infiltrator. If you find yourself most of your fights being 1v1, then Advanced Shield Capacitor is not going to help you. The nanoweave in a lot of those situations is going to help you. It's going to allow you to survive them harder encounters and maybe escape with just a little bit of health where before you would have died. So where does Advanced Shield Capacitor fit in? Well, I think it fits a very specific type of Infiltrator playstyle, and that's not necessarily the best type of Infiltrator playstyle. The reason I like it is because, as you guys probably know by now, I'm extremely aggressive, almost to a fault. I just want to keep pushing the action, and not stop. I absolutely hate waiting for my shield to recharge, so taking any time off of that is a good option to me. Now, previously, before it had got buffed, it just wasn't enough to make me stop using nanoweave armor and actually use the Advanced Shield Capacitor. However, taking 4 seconds off of my shield recharge time is very, very significant, and it allows me to just keep pushing the action more and more. Another thing to think about with Advanced Shield Capacitor, I'm just going to throw out a scenario here, is say you're in a 1v2 or something like that, and your only real option is to maybe retreat for the time being. Now, when you retreat, you're probably going to be cloaked, and a lot of the times when I cloak and retreat, I'll take immediate damage, and then after maybe a couple seconds of running, they'll kind of lose me. They'll have a hard time shooting me, and I won't take damage anymore. I'll try to find some near cover, or the nearest cover, to hide behind and let my shield recharge. Now, if you have Advanced Shield Capacitor, it's going to be that much quicker, and you might get a full shield recharge before you have to re-engage the enemy, or before the enemy finds you. Now, if you don't have that advanced shield capacitor, you might not get that. And just a few ticks from advanced shield capacitor recharging your shield, that extra shield you're going to get is going to more than make up for the health you're losing by not having Nanowave armor equipped. But really, whatever you choose for your suit slot, there's always going to be a instance where you wish you had something else equipped. You're going to go on a long kill streak and you're going to be like, man, I wish I had ammunition belt on. You're going to flank a group of 20 guys and you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had grenade bandolier where I could just start chucking frags at these guys right now. There's always going to be that situation. What you got to try to do is pick your playstyle and pick the suit slot that is going to benefit you the most. And for me, it's probably advanced shield capacitor. A lot of time ammunition belt is what I should have on. Most infiltrators, I would say Nanowave is going to be the best option. Even for myself, you know, Nanowave I would not feel bad using in the slightest. So anyways, guys, that is all I have. I am going to do one more video on this just to wrap things up, go over everything real briefly, just in one solid video. But anyways, guys, that is all I have on this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.